So why does Russia want Ukraine? Why is Russia currently trying to invade Ukraine and succeeded? And why is this all going on? Letting you know everything in 5 minutes. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button. Daily and consistent content, guys. Consistent and persistent. Inject it. Click that button, subscribe, get the mugs if you guys wish to, and more merch in the bio below. And let's get into this video, a quick fire 5-minute history lesson to explain to you everything going on the reasoning behind this. I did an initial video on, the updates, what is going on, what were the states that Russia wanted, especially in the Ukraine, but what is the real reason behind this all? Russia is a huge country, guys. It is huge. Absolutely massive, 17 million square meters in area, but it fears losing any support of Ukraine. And the simple reason is one word, and it begins with G, and that is geography. Russia has a very long coast. However, there's a problem with this. The coast likes to freeze for nearly half of the year. A coast freezing for half of the year isn't great for when it comes to trading, because you need to have, a good port with warm water. Warm water is essential, and that is where trade can happen majority of the year, if not all of the year. Here comes Ukraine. Ukraine has a coast, guys, along the Black Sea, which connects to the Mediterranean, which opens up to the entire world. Like, those are a lot of connections, and Russia clearly desires this. After the collapse of the USSR, you had many countries that fell into Europe and the NATO. Examples are Lithuania and Romania. However, Ukraine, because of the geographical location, remember I said geography, got caught in the middle. Eastern part of Ukraine supported Russia and the West with EU. Ukraine had a particular part called Sevastopol, if I'm saying it right. This was a great region. Why? Because of warm water. It was part of Crimea, and of course Russia was allowed to use it to trade and run ships. They had a lease going on. But if Ukraine went into EU or NATO, there was a risk of losing this port. Russia still had to cross a different channel called the Bosphorus. However, this wasn't theirs, nor Ukraine's, nor any other country, Lithuania, Romania. It was Turkey's country, which means that although Turkey allowed it to come, back and forth, it wasn't theirs. Therefore, they could be stopped and questioned at any given moment of time. And of course, we all know Putin wants control. Ukraine had always juggled interests about joining the EU. And these, kind of superseded around the times of 2013 when they really wanted to, put themselves forward. However, Putin did not like this at all, and had taken pretty bad action. He moved and annexed Crimea and took the port for himself. Ukraine then decided to drop the plan for Europe. However, it was too late. They had lost Crimea, therefore they had lost both parties. Putin actually gave an interview after taking Crimea and said, if you compress the spring all the way to its limit, it will snap back hard. You must always remember this. This is what he said 9 years ago, and it seems this is what is happening right now. Now, fast forward to 2021, Ukraine is once again thinking about a NATO membership. If they are allowed to access the NATO membership, it's a big problem for Russia. Why? Because the US can plan to cut off Russia from its trade using Turkey, Romania, and Ukraine, the surrounding countries around it. Therefore, if the spring is compressed quite a bit, it will bounce back hard. Putin has made up a story, a facade that there are Russians who, are facing genocide in Ukraine, need help, they're in dire, our leader, help us please. And this is the fable that he has given as an excuse for him to invade Ukraine. Whether the EU or NATO will come to help is anyone's guess. Crimea was gone in roughly 2014, 2013. And it's their notion of them joining NATO. It just makes Russia a far more vulnerable country, because the surrounding countries around it can put sanctions to an extent or limit stuff, stop the trading, and this stops a lot of the economy for Russia. So though it is a big country, because of the way most of its coast is placed, it's not that good for trading, guys. So geographically speaking, it's not great considering the landmass. They need that particular area because the part of the sea that Ukraine is, part of, access to the world, a lot of money, trade, ports. Bingo, we're in big business, and therefore it's good for the country, less vulnerability for Russia if they have that part of Ukraine as well. And if Ukraine doesn't join NATO, they don't want a bordering country joining NATO, because that means that they're part of the US and etc, all the NATO countries, and being bordering Russia, you can obviously spy or use stuff, or they will feel like it, hence the word vulnerable. It's all about geography here, guys, hence why they took Crimea, and hence why they attempted to take 2 other areas as well. Of course, they have advanced into, Chernobyl, and they were advancing on their way to Kiev, the capital. I'm not sure, but I will come with updates, in the next 24 hours with, huge stuff if there are huge factors. Quick 5-minute history lesson, guys, to let you guys know the real reason for what Russia is doing, why they want Ukraine, all about geography. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Subscribe to the channel. Click that button, guys, for daily and consistent content. Subscribe, guys. Click that button, and I will catch you guys soon for another video.